I'm here with my good friend, the Nutcracker. And the Nutcracker is making an appearance here, yes, because Christmas is next week, but also because of the fact that disruption can hurt. It can hurt as much as a nut being cracked. And when I say that, of course, I'm referring to my nuts being cracked. It can feel terrible, the idea of making a change in your life that's going to alter your existence and to innovate. Any change in your life is going to be very hard. Now, I apologize because I'm not female, so I'm not sure what the female equivalent of having your nuts cracked by a nutcracker would be. Disruption. What does disruptive innovation mean? I have a really good definition here that I want to read. It says, a disruptive innovation is an innovation that creates a new market and value network and eventually disrupts an existing market and value network, displacing established market-leading firms, products, and alliances. So of course, this is talking about business, and today we are going to talk about how we can apply disruptive innovation to our lives so that we can disrupt ourselves. So that way we can say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And of course, it's going to feel like you are having your nuts cracked by our good friend here. I'm not sure how he feels about that idea, but we'll just assume that he enjoys that. Disruptive innovation. So I have outlined some ways here to disrupt yourself. Look into a mirror for 10 minutes. And I say this because often when we're kind of in the thick of things and we're going with the flow, I find when I'm kind of really invested in just kind of going with the flow, I'm not taking the time to think and to look at myself. And when after a long period of having been go, 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 I look in the mirror and I realize that maybe I haven't been taking as good of care of myself as I could be. So I have some questions that I ask myself, and I would recommend that you disrupt yourself by looking into a mirror after, or pausing the video and looking in a mirror now and asking yourself these questions. So you want to look deep in your eyes. You want to look deep in your eyes and you want to say, what do you think about the person that you are looking at? I want you to ask yourself that. What do you do well in life? What are you successful at? What are your strengths? What can you improve? What can you change? Really, I mean, it's you in the mirror, so there's no reason to sugarcoat it. There's no crowd of people watching, so you can be super real with yourself. And often we tend not to be honest. What do you overestimate about yourself? So you want to ask yourself that. That's probably the hardest one because we like to think that we are superior in a lot of ways, and we can be quickly humbled if we don't actually take the chance to gauge what we're actually maybe not as good as we think we are at. So what do you overestimate about yourself? This is a good one. Do you push yourself to your limits? Are you really pushing yourself to your limits? Do you push yourself beyond your limits? There's always something more that you could be doing, or that we could be doing, in order to better ourselves. So I want you to ask yourself those questions. And after you have asked yourself those questions, I want you to listen. Listen to the answers carefully. Because when you take note of the answers that you're conveying to yourself, you know that there's no outside influence. You know that it's real, that it's deep from your heart, and that you're looking deep in your eyes. And I posted actually a really interesting quote on the Carving Your Niche Facebook page recently, and it's about the fact that when you flip a coin and you say, heads you're going to do one thing and tails you're going to do something else. When you flip the coin in the air, for that moment that it's in the air, you actually know where you want it to land. So this is a moment to actually be real with yourself because no one else is watching. And ask yourself these questions. I promise you, after going through that exercise, you're going to realize some things about yourself that maybe you weren't applying. Next week, I have a big announcement that I want to make to you here on the videos. So that's next week, so check that out. Next week is also a super special bonus. Well, it's not a bonus because it's next Wednesday anyways, but it's a super special edition. Let's say bonus. It is a bonus edition of Carving Your Niche. We're going to do our 2017 PowerWord exercise. If you've seen the previous PowerWord exercise that that I did for 2016. You may have an idea. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to make it a lot more clearer, and you're going to find out what some of my goals are for myself and the channel for the coming year, as well as have an opportunity to do the exercise and set the course to disrupt your life in 2017 and really try to achieve some new goals for yourself. So I want to thank you so much for watching. My name is Riaz Sidi. Stay positive. Sorry, I almost hit you. Stay positive. Visit carvingyourniche.com, of course. And thank you for watching. See you next week for the special bonus edition of Carving Your Niche.